Всем привет, дорогие друзья, любимые подписчики, с вами снова Гидеон, это рубрика «Квестим на ночь», где мы продолжаем проходить чудесный квест Lost Horizon. Это 8-я часть моего прохождения. Ну что же, вперед! В последней части мы остановились на том, что мы все-таки добрались до той секретной пещеры, где исчез Ричард после разговора с монахом. И теперь мы ее должны изучить. Что же здесь интересно?
It's a huge carving of a dragon. A stone column. No idea what it's for, but I can't move it. I don't understand any of this.
Ну что, мы ничего здесь полезного не видим, не находим. Нечего нам сказать.
Kim, do you see these symbols everywhere?
They're hard to miss, aren't they? Do you know what they mean?
Not my area, but I've seen them before. In your uncle's notes.
Where?
In the section where your uncle wrote about Professor Hayes and the dead monk in the cave. But his notes were in that weird script of yours.
Ah, right. It says, with Hayes's help, my uncle managed to translate the characters they found on the burned map.
And? Can you translate what's written here on the walls?
I don't know. Hayes thought these weren't really hieroglyphics in the truest sense of the word, meaning he didn't think the pictures actually represented words.
So what are they then?
He believed they may have been the first real writing system. A proto-script.
Okay. Is that good? That's good, right? You can translate it.
Can't really say until I've taken a good look at it. If I'm going too slow, feel free to take over.
Sorry, I just don't know how much time we have before the guards notice the open door.
Okay. So according to Hayes, the characters don't represent individual words. They represent complete sentences.
Really?
Yes. The characters aren't arranged in horizontal or vertical lines. They're organized in squares.
How practical.
I think the characters over the door read, behind the gate in this room, the sleeping dragon is hidden.
So there is another exit. Where?
Maybe there's something about it here. There are 2 keys that can open the gate and unleash the dragon. One is protected by the guardians of the gate. Hidden in a far distant place, the other key is waiting for those who, in the coming age, will have the power to confront the monster. Looking through the eye of the dragon reveals the hiding place on the keeper's map. All must beware of the dragon. Its power is tempting, but death and decay await those who cannot tame it.
That's it?
I'm afraid so.
Great.
Doesn't make sense to you?
Well, I suppose aside from all the dragon stuff, we do at least know there was a key here somewhere. Richard probably used it to escape. And there's a second key. Somewhere. So, to sum up, Richard disappeared through a door that we can't unlock using a key we don't have, to a place we know nothing about.
Wait a moment.
What?
The way to find the second key's hiding place is written right here. The location is recorded on a map. We'll be able to see it when we look through the eye of the dragon.
Great. Unfortunately, I don't have any dragons on me right now.
Think about it. When Hayes and my uncle found the monk, They said he had the remains of a map, along with...
A gemstone resembling the eye of a dragon.
Great to see you're keeping up.
Do you know what happened to the stone and the map?
If we believe the notes, then Hayes took the eye.
Then Hayes might still have both.
It's possible. Wherever this gate leads, Richard must be on the other side. We need to find Hayes.
It's worth a shot. Do you know where he is?
In Marrakech. I'm sure that now that his meaningless career has finally failed, that pathetic excuse for a scientist is still hanging around there, selling cheap junk to tourists. But your conversation just now renders him essential to the cause. The Eye of the Conjure. According to legend, the green dragon eye will show us how to open the gates to Shambhala. We have been looking for it for days now. Your help has been invaluable. It seems the eye was removed from here years ago. It has been in Professor Hayes' possession ever since. We shall convince him to cooperate with us, and he will open the gate to Shambhala.
Stay close to me, Kim.
I really must thank you. You've delivered both the cartographer's notes and the perfect translator for the job. You have my gratitude, Mr. Haslock? Oh, do forgive me. I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Hannah, Countess von Hagenhild, leader of this expedition.
Well, it's been lovely to meet you, Countess. So, unless you need us for anything else, we'll just let ourselves out.
I'm afraid I'm unable to allow that. You must understand the importance of this location.
Sure. So important you had to murder a load of innocent people to secure it.
I wouldn't expect you to understand. Unfortunately, you won't live long enough to see the wonders of Shambhala with your own eyes, nor the power that these wonders will give us. I'm certainly not going to make the same mistake as our somewhat amateur friends in Hong Kong. I won't keep you alive any longer than is absolutely necessary. Which is around about the next 30 seconds. Take him outside and execute him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm sure there's been some misunderstanding here. Maybe we can help each other.
I'm not trying to make friends. I plan to annihilate my enemies. But take heart. My decision affects you alone. The little girl stays alive. For now. She will be very useful in helping us to translate the cartographer's notes. Grasser, take the girl down to the camp and see to it that she is made comfortable. Then send a telegram to Berlin informing the minister that we are leaving for Morocco to take possession of item 28. And tell the museum that we need to examine the original Piri Reis map. They shall make the necessary preparations.
Jawohl, Countess.
And you two, why are you still standing here? I want this man coloring the snow red.
Да, надо нам как-то выбираться. Ну, Фентон, надеюсь, ты не дашься им в руки.
Manchmal muss man dem Tod erst die Hand reichen, bevor man ihm von der Schippe springt. Na dann.
Halt!
Так это были газовые гранаты. Ха, я думал, это обычные. Ну, предусмотрительно, чтобы, если кто попадется, чтобы не разрушить храм. Да. Противогаз был вовремя одет. Теперь надо спасти как-то Ким.
Nach Ihnen, junges Fräulein.
Nehmen Sie Ihre Finger weg!
Kim.
Los geht's. Wir fahren ins Lager.
Неужели прыгнем? Да, Фентон, это круто. Ух ты! Красавец! Давай, 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 давай! Вот дурак. Его убил. Ничего себе! Еще и миномет запустил. Ну, Фэнтом, ну ты все время умудришься что-нибудь устроить.
Scheiße! Kim, raus da!
Она не успела выпрыгнуть. О нет. Уже надо погибнуть. Нет, 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 она не должна была погибнуть. Сжеги им. Ну, Фэнтом, найди ее. Неужели она погибла? Нет. Кошмар. Ну что ж, мы отправляемся прямо в Марокко через Багдад.
Your whiskey, sir.
Thank you.
Excuse me for asking, sir, but are you okay?
What? Why do you ask? I have a glass of whiskey, a beautiful view of the clouds. What could be wrong?
Okay, just let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Thanks. But the only thing that can help me now is time and another whiskey. Shop?
Bonjour, monsieur.
Professor Hayes, I presume?
No, sorry, monsieur. My name is Philippe Lacoste.
Oh, I thought... Well, I was told that this was Professor Hayes' shop.
That is, in fact, true, monsieur. Unfortunately, Monsieur Hayes has neglected to punctually pay his taxes to the local administration on numerous occasions, which is why he is now in prison while I inspect and catalogue his possessions for the French courts. If you're here to assert claims against Monsieur Hayes, I'll have to ask you to wait until I have a complete overview of his possessions.
He does have something I need. Can you tell me where I might find him?
In the gendarmerie not far from the Medina. If you exit the bazaar through the northern gate, you cannot miss it.
Thank you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
It would have been too easy anyway. And in any case, the avalanche has probably cost the Countess half a day at least. Professor Hayes and the Eye of the Dragon are as good as mine.
Итак, все-таки мы добрались до Марокко. Я очень надеюсь, что Ким жива, с ней все в порядке. И каким-то чудом она все-таки успела выбраться, потому что мы ее все-таки предупредили, чтобы она выпрыгивала. Но, не знаю, мы не видели, чтобы она выпрыгнула. И нам сказали идти искать профессора Хейза в жандармерии. Потому что Марокко, насколько я знаю, и может быть, может я, конечно, ошибаюсь, но это колония. Так, и где мы... У нас есть выходы к станции, к пустыне, переулок. К станции мы можем?
That's the way to the train station.
Ну, да, правильно.
That's the gendarmerie.
Ну, да, как мы видим надпись «Police». Скорее всего, да. Марокко является колонией. В те еще годы. Курочки тут ходят. Уютненько. Колодец. Колодезный ворот. Уже можем украсть? Давайте.
The well's all dried up. But I might find a use or 5 for this crank handle.
Конечно. Такая штука здоровенная, классная. Еще бы не найти ей применений.
I don't think this well sees much use.
Он, конечно, сказал не то, он не типа... Я не знаю, как найти этому применение, но наши перевели. На машину денег нашлось, и колодец починить нет.
Ow! The sun's heated this thing to a blistering temperature.
Кипит мой разум возмущенный. А почему у нас ни одного предмета нету?
This well dried up years ago.
Ну, мы явно это крепление можем снять. Не знаю пока зачем. Давайте в жандармерию зайдем.
I beg your pardon.
Bonjour. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Professor Hayes. I was told I could find him here.
That is correct. Professor Hayes is a guest in the cell behind me.
Could I speak to him quickly?
I am afraid that's impossible, sir. While investigations are ongoing, Professor Hayes is not allowed contact with anyone. That was a direct order.
But it's really very urgent.
I'm sorry, monsieur. The situation would be very different on payment of bail, of course.
Bail?
Naturellement. The judge has set bail, upon payment of which Monsieur Hayes can be released.
How much is the bail?
200 francs.
I see. That's 200 francs more than I have.
I assume you have the funds.
Don't worry. I'll raise the capital somehow.
You may bring the money to us anytime.
200 франков, ничего себе.
The bail money is 200 francs.
Oui, 200 francs.
And what if I ask really nicely?
Monsieur, we may be on African soil, but this is not a bazaar. It is the gendarmerie of the French Republic. An honorable judge has set the bail at 200 francs and it shall stay there.
Oh well. Worth a punt.
Do you have any other requests?
Что они на этом автомобиле зациклились?
That handsome vehicle outside.
Ah, the pride of the gendarmerie. 35 horsepower, 3 gears and 0 to 60 in 45 seconds.
You certainly seem to like it.
Да, до 60 за 45 секунд. Это круто.
That's everything for now.
I wish you a pleasant day, monsieur.
Как всегда, бюрократ нам мешает. Постоянно. О, печать. Как бы нам ее притырить?
The gendarme will not be too pleased if I steal stuff from his desk. More importantly, I might end up in there with Hayes. I need to distract him first.
Ха, я догадываюсь, кажется, как.
Psst. Hey, young man.
What? Who?
Over here, from the cell window.
Hayes? Professor Hayes?
Shh. We have to be quiet. What do you want from me?
My name is Paddock. Fenton Paddock.
Not so loud.
Somebody in your shop told me I could find you here.
The friendly Monsieur Lacoste, no doubt. In these somewhat embarrassing circumstances, I think we can save ourselves any formalities. So tell me, what brings you here?
I need your help. Do you remember your Tibet expedition about 14 years ago?
Are you joking? How could I forget? It all began with that expedition. Call it fate or maybe destiny, but I don't believe it was chance that brought me there.
Then the name Yen Wang means something to you.
Of course. But why on earth are you interested in this expedition?
Yen Wang was an old friend of mine. He died a couple of days ago, and I used his maps from that time to try and find an expedition that's disappeared in Tibet. We reached the Kembalung Valley, but found a Nazi squad occupying the monastery there.
Stop! Stop! Are you trying to tell me that you have found the actual Kembalung Valley?
Well, I mean, technically the Nazis found it first. I just followed them. But they'd killed all the monks.
And what about you? Did you enter the monastery itself?
While I was searching for my friend, the leader of the expedition, I found a secret chamber. There were these symbols all over the walls. The same as the ones Yen Wang drew. He translated them using your notes.
Yes. When we were preparing for the expedition, I found a previously unknown script in a library in Nepal. I don't suppose you deciphered the symbols in the chamber?
Well, in a way. Yen Wang's niece actually did the translation bit. But you know, I got her there in the first place. It was all nonsense, though. Sleeping dragons and gates and fairies. But then there was something about a key. You can find it by viewing the keeper's map through the eye of the dragon. I know it sounds crazy, but my friend disappeared in that chamber. I need to find him. Yen Wang wrote that you found the remains of a map and a gemstone during your expedition.
Perhaps, my friend, we should all be more open to belief in such stories. After all, Schliemann's belief in Homer's stories led him to find Troy. This is probably the greatest news of my entire life. We need to get out of here. I have the Eye of the Dragon. If your translation is correct, then I now know what to do with it. I will finally find Shambhala. After all this time.
Shambhala? The Nazi leader talked about Shambhala. What is a Shambhala?
The Buddhists call it Shambhala, but it's much, much older than Buddhism or any other religion on this earth. The Nazis want to find it as well. How ironic. For years, no one believed me, refused to fund a second expedition. I lost my reputation and my job, but I knew I was in the right. And now, the Nazis of all people are drawing the same conclusions as I did. Even if only a fraction of what I found out about this place is true, it would be a major catastrophe if the Nazis were to find Shambhala. Do they know about me and the Eye of the Dragon?
Already on their way.
My, you do bring a sense of adventure with you, don't you? Get me out of here, and I'll tell you everything that I know. Not a second has passed over the last 14 years when I didn't think about finding Shambhala. Oh, my heart. All this excitement is too much for me.
Are you ill?
Not ill, but not young either. Could you do me a favor? There is a small case in my shop with an ornament on the lid. My heart drops are in there. Please get it from the cost.
What about the dragon eye thing? Isn't that more important?
Forgive me, young man. We only met 5 minutes ago. I'm not willing to part with the eye quite yet. But don't worry. Lacoste will never find it. Bring me the case as soon as possible. Then we'll worry about the eye.
Don't forget the Nazis. I'll do my best, but I need to find 200 francs for your bail as well.
Yes, of course. Here, take this ring. It's not worth much, but if you can sell it for a few francs, it might be a start.
Thanks, Professor. See you soon.
Да, вот так вот. Встречаемся с профессором, столько всего интересного узнаем, а теперь я все-таки хочу осуществить мою идею, попробовать завести машину с помощью этой штуки. Нет?
I don't need to add auto.
Почему нет? Я хотел завести, тот такой выбежит, а я такой, ага, и украду у него печать.
I don't need to add.
Ну ладно, не хочет он почему-то. Не хочет почему-то его провоцировать. Ну, отправимся на базар тогда за шкатулкой с каплями для профессора. Такс, зеленщик. Нам с ним не о чем вроде разговаривать. Что-то мне подсказывает, что не получим эту шкатулку.
Monsieur Lacoste.
Oh, it's you again. Have you found Monsieur Hayes?
Yes, and I'm afraid I need your help.
Pardon?
Professor Hayes asked me to bring him his heart drops. He's not very well, you know. The arrest, the prison. Too much upset for an old man. In any case, The drops are in a small case, and I...
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Before you go on, I have to stress once more that I cannot possibly hand over any piece from this shop before I have catalogued everything in it.
Listen, this man has heart problems. He needs his medication. You can't call red tape on me. Believe me, I've had my fill of red tape in the last few days.
You misunderstand me, monsieur. All of Monsieur A's property has been confiscated. However, I can give you an application form. In certain cases of hardship, personal possessions of particular importance may not be seized.
Now you see, I would think that vital medication would be one of those items of particular importance.
I am not disagreeing with you, monsieur. However, I still need official permission. Present your case to the authorities and get this application form stamped.
О, какой бюрократ.
Bureaucracy. The only thing more dangerous than the Nazis. You'll see me again.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Да, кошмарно. Еще хуже этого жандарма. Хотя уж не знаю, что кого хуже. Может мы осмотрим сначала здесь, что есть? Или мы не сможем... Шкатулка.
Lacoste will only give me the case if I bring him an application form stamped by the authorities.
Ну что, за спиной у нее нельзя
That
стянуть?
must be the case with the heart drops.
Печально. Не хочет он стягивать ничего. А здесь у нас... Ну, да, здесь тоже ничего. Ладно, будем общаться. Ювелир. Вот, может, мы ему сможем продать? Ну-ка, прочитаем, что тут.
Make jewelry, buy jewelry, clean, repair, grind gemstones. You buy here now. Jamil has best prices far and wide, just no understanding of good grammar.
Stop! Don't speak. Let me guess. You are from England, are you not?
Good guess. Or is it that obvious?
Between you and me, I heard you talking just now. How can Jamil help you?
Well...
Stop. I've worked it out. You're looking for a fine necklace for your wife. No, a young daredevil like you is not yet tied down. You're looking for a diamond for your mistress.
Well...
Either way, your beloved will look like an oriental princess wearing jewelry from Jamil. And I will give you the best prices in town. Buy at Jamil's and you won't regret it. So, what can I do for you, Sidi?
Почему он меня называет Сиди?
Listen, Jamil. How much would you give me for this ring?
Let me have a look. It's clearly made of gold, and the stone seems to be real as well. But I can see some wear and tear, and the overall design is not of a particularly high quality.
Don't play a player, Jamil. Stop trying to lower the price.
Look, Englishman, I like you, and I wish to be honest with you. You won't get any more than 3 francs for a ring of this standard. When I subtract the rent I pay for my shop and the upkeep of my 7 children, I can offer 2 francs at the most. And even this will, how do you say, break the bank?
Jamil, I can see not 1 foot from my face that you're selling silver rings for 15 francs.
Ah, a wise heart is like a rich treasure. Okay, 5 francs, fine enough. Because I like you and we are celebrating our jubilee soon, I can also give you a free coupon. If you need a necklace repaired or want some jewelry polished to a shine, Jamil will do that for you for free. Take it or leave it.
I hate haggling. God knows why I'm a smuggler. Okay, fine. Give me the 5 francs.
Frugality lasts forever. And don't
5
forget your coupon,
франков,
Sidi.
а? Кошмар.
You have lovely jewelry.
Thank you, Sidi. Jamil learned the trade from his father and uses selected materials only.
I bet.
Jamil also accepts jewelry as payment, for a reasonable price, of course. He will repair, restore, and clean your jewelry. Your wish is Jamil's command.
I appreciate your business philosophy.
Да.
How's business?
Marrakech is the pearl of the Moroccan imperial cities. And now, with the Berber rebellion in the past, we attract visitors once more.
Berber rebellion?
I am not an information center, Sidi. I'm a jeweler.
I see. Unfortunately, I have no money.
Да, 5 франков. Вот
See you
дела.
soon, Сиди.
За такую мелочь продал он. То есть купил у нас. Просто кошмар. Дал нам купон. Ну, явно он нам пригодится. 5 франков. Что нам на 5 франков сделать? В общем, да. Вот торговаться не захотел Фентон. А стоило. Может быть, и Трицон бы выторговал. Было бы неплохо. Ну что же, на этом я закончу прохождение моей 8-й части Lost Horizon. Надеюсь, вам понравилось. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, вступайте в группу ВКонтакте и советуйте друзьям. С вами был Гидеон. Всем спасибо и спокойной ночи.